Before I get started, I want to show you, all these former presidents, vice presidents, it looked like there were very select people who got letters, special letters, inside their pamphlet at the Papa Bush funeral. And I didn't notice this until someone posted the video. Barack Obama and Michelle Obama got one too. And their facial expressions are about the same as the rest of them. The only one who flipped out the most was Jeb Bush. The Clintons didn't like what they saw. Dick Cheney didn't like what he saw. Obama's, you're about to see, didn't like what they saw. The Bushes didn't like what they saw. And again, Jeb Bush took the cake. He took the cake. So I'm going to switch this video for you real quick. Here we go. Just watch this for a second. Take a look. Open it up. Everyone has the same thing. Oh, wait. Oh, no, we have a letter in ours. What's this? Barack's a little, oh, what do you have there, Michelle? He's looking down. He sees it. I think he knows maybe what this is about. She sees it. She opens it. And you can just see, I don't know why this crap's coming up. But the point is that add another one of the former presidents. Now, you know the guy, Mark Taylor, the prophecy of Mark Taylor? He comes out, he does videos. He'd said back in early 2018, I think it was February, he got, vision from God or whatever it was. 2 presidents will be dead, and then 3 will be incarcerated, will be in deep trouble. Papa Bush is gone. If I had to guess, do I think Bush Jr. or Obama would be dying soon from old age? No. Bill Clinton? No, not him either. But Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter. You saw him. He was there too. I don't know. Now, Jimmy Carter, from what I could tell, he didn't get one of those letters. Best I could tell. So that was interesting. So, anyways, I was reading a Godlike Productions thing, and they posted a link. Treason. Emails reveal Obama admits push to create Russia scandal hours before Trump's inauguration. This is from BigLeaguePolitics.com. Emails reveal Obama admits push to create Russia scandal hours before Trump's inauguration. Newly released emails show the Obama administration scrambling to create the Russia scandal within 24 hours of President Donald Trump taking the oath of office in January 2017. The desperation of the Obama administration is evident in the emails in which the Obama team tries to involve Democratic Senators Warren and Cardin and Republican Senator Corker in the plot. Now, before I go too much further here, Senator Corker. Senator Corker. Was he the one that was leaving too? Resigns. Tennessee's Bob Corker announces retirement from Senate September 26, 2017. Reason I wasn't 100% sure, so that's why I wanted to search for that, is because I feel like, again, if Q and the Trump guys have it all, then they would know that Warren and Corker and these people, you were in on it. I'm going to go ahead and I'll be resigning end of the year. Have a nice day. So anyways, close observers know that the Operation Crossfire Hurricane, is what it was called, strategy surfaced during the 2016 presidential election and continued well into Trump's presidency, with General Michael Flynn getting snared in a Peter Strzok/Sally Yates ambush play in the early days of the Trump White House. Now, Team Obama's documented effort to cook up the Russian story before Trump's inauguration emboldens a narrative already proved by text messages presented below involving Obama officials, James Clapper, the involving Obama not officials, let me try that again. Trump's inauguration emboldens a narrative already proved by text messages presented below involving Obama official James Clapper. The Obama people actually thought they could stop Trump from getting sworn in. Judicial Watch, which obtained the emails in a Freedom of Information Act case, reports in a Thursday, January 5, 2017 email chain, then State Department Congressional Advisor Hera Abbasi indicates that then Assistant Secretary of State for European and Eurasian Affairs Victoria Nuland's bureau was attempting to get Russian investigation-related documents to the office of Senator Mark Warner. I thought it was Warren, sorry, Mark Warner, Democrat, Virginia, of course, office as quickly as possible. In June 2016, Nuland permitted a meeting between Steele, the Steele dossier, between Steele and the FBI's legal attaché in Rome. Nuland told CBS News that the State Department knew about the Steele dossier by July 20, 2016. In the email with the subject line for immediate review, call sheet for S call with Senator Warren, Abbasi writes, I told Cardin's folks that the process is long. Can we ensure that there are no holdups on our end? Minutes later, Abbasi confirms that Nuland was fully aware of the information that the State Department was providing to members of Congress alleging Russia interference information. This is definitely on EUR/ARS radar, whatever, leaving no doubt that the State Department officials knew they were transmitting classified information in a Wednesday, January 18, 2017 email with the subject line, Cables/M, former Foreign Service Officer Kerem Bilge writes in State Department Congressional Advisor Hillary Johnson and others, highest class is secret/no foreign. Johnson replies, FYI, so we can keep the secret/no foreign header and should declassify it 25 years from tomorrow. Long after we're out, probably dead. Wrong. As Donald Trump was, wrong. And it goes on, I forwarded the fully cleared version to the two of you on the high side. Editor's note, high side is State Department term for high security classification system. But let me know if there's anything else you need from me on this. Note, we'll need to make sure there is someone in Senate security tomorrow who can accept these. On Wednesday, January 18, 2017, Johnson confirms that classified documents were sent to Senator Corker in addition to Senator Cardin, flagging that I sent you a high-side request for clearance of the draft transmittal letter to send documents to Senators Corker and Cardin. Additionally involved in providing classified information to members of the Senate was Naz Durakoglu, Senior Advisor to the Assistant Secretary for European and Eurasian Affairs, in an email dated Thursday, January 19, 2017, with the subject line, signed, sealed, delivered. Durakoglu apparently confirms that Obama State Department officials were eager to provide the classified material before Trump was sworn into office. We made the deadline, he states, emphasis added. Thank you everyone for what was truly a department-wide effort. Yeah, a department-wide effort to commit treason and try to get an elected government official, in this case the president we elected, thrown out before he can even start. And do you remember Jay Snip, like, hey, they're trying to switch remember they were trying to get the damn electoral college flip. They had the guys on TV, those two guys, we're going to do what's right for the country and we're going to flip and we hope other people flip. And it turned out that didn't matter. He still got plenty of votes. And then the 25 days up to that point in January, they were trying to pull some crap. Remember in the Senate and the House, was that lady, I think from Texas, part of the pedo club. She's got one of the rings on. Anyways, her and the other lady. I object because, do you have a signed letter from a senator that, no, I don't, but Mr. Then enough, click, click, click. I object, do you have a letter from a senator? Because they could stop potentially Donald Trump getting in there if they had the proper letter from a senator and all that. But again, I think all those, the senators, I mean, surely you could come up with a senator, right? I mean, surely you got one senator who would stand up and agree with you guys. They probably got all the dirt on them, handed them in a nice, vanilla envelope. and it said, here's the information we have on you. Not a peep. You're not going to say anything. You're going to let the president get sworn in. Ooh, we have it all. Yes, you do. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and keep quiet on that. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and resign at the end of the year. That's probably how that went. So, hey, thank you everyone for truly was a department-wide effort! Exclamation point. Yes. You are witnessing, you want to talk about collusion, Russian collusion? How about collusion in our own government to overthrow an elected president with fake information and fake charges and fake everything? This is treason. And these people are going to pay for it. I'm telling you right now, they're going to pay for it. President Trump was inaugurated less than 24 hours later. Oh, I just messed up my spot. In a Wednesday, January 18th, 2017 email, Naz signed off, that's the weird last name guy, signed off on the document, transmit a letter on behalf of, oh, it's a her, on her bureau. The letter accompanied the documents to Senator Corker and Cardin. In a Thursday, next day email, she appears to confirm that she is who carried the documents from the State Department to Capitol Hill. She states, I will be carrying over the cables to the Hill. Judicial Watch, passage ends. Okay. Multiple elements of the Obama machine were working overtime on their Russian cooking in the immediate lead up to President Donald Trump's historic inauguration. And he says, I reported for Big League Politics. Washington Obama Administration Director of National Intelligence James Clapper. You know, isn't that the same Clapper who lost his security clearance because Trump took it away? Oh, that's right. That is the same Clapper. Obama Administration Director of National Intelligence James Clapper held a meeting in his last days in office to discuss the idea of going to a Supreme Court justice to block President Donald Trump's inauguration, according to a high-level member of the intelligence community who spoke with a Big League Politics source. Now, you remember, I was concerned about all this. And I'm like, okay, well, they're going to try to do the Electoral College. Oh, you got through that. Oh, now they're going to try to do it. Oh, they got through that. And I'm out here doing videos like, guys, counting the days down. I mean, is this guy going to make it in office? Little did I even know that this kind of crap, they were really trying to stop him. I was concerned, but not for these reasons, like in particular. But it just goes to show you, holy crap, they were really serious. And I did have my head on straight, thinking that, hey, this guy, they're going to, good luck for him walking into office that day, getting actually inaugurated. So Clapper discussed blocking the inauguration on the grounds that Trump was an illegitimate president due to the alleged Russian interference in the election. According to the sources, it is not known whether Clapper ever actually convened a meeting with a Supreme Court justice to discuss the Russia case, or whether he simply discussed the idea of doing so. By the time Trump entered office on January 20th, the Russian narrative was already underway. A high-level member of the intelligence community who witnessed the meeting said that Clapper discussed going to one of 3 female Supreme Court justices. Oh, you mean like the appointees? The liberal judge, Ruth Ginsburg. Yeah, sure. Oh, and Sotomayor, the judge that Obama picked. I bet it was, wasn't one of those 2 by chance, would it have been? Oh, of course not. Absolutely not. And he was going to go to them to make the case that the alleged Russian interference could invalidate Trump's claim to the presidency. Here's a text of the witness that sent to BLP's source. Here's another text, describing source around the same time describing how the deep state was making General Michael Flynn a rising target for his alleged involvement with Russians, and stating that House Speaker Paul Ryan is a wild card in the deep state wars. Big League Politics recently reported on an audio tape in which Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Seymour Hersh admitted that slain DNC staffer Seth Rich was the source for the WikiLeaks release of DNC emails in 2016, not a Russian hack. Hersh also said that Clapper and Obama administration CIA Director John Brennan helped to create the Russia narrative against Trump. As Big League Politics reported, real estate mogul Timothy Blixith claims that he saw records from CIA and NSA whistleblower Dennis Montgomery proving that Clapper and Obama CIA Director John Brennan, both of those who lost their security clearance, oversaw repeated spying on the phone calls of President Donald Trump and millions of other private American citizens, including Supreme Court Justice John Roberts. Whoa. Fired former FBI Director James Comey received evidence from the whistleblower's lawyer, but chose to sit on it. In an audio-taped interview conducted before Trump ever ran for president, Blixith spoke to former Maricopa County Sheriff, hey, no kidding, Joe Arpaio, and Trump pardoned him for that stupid nonsense they tried to get him for, and Detective Mike Zullo. The audio was released in connection with a civil contempt case that the Department of Justice filed against Arpaio. The audio of this conversation appears to only be preserved in one location on the internet, on a whistleblower SoundCloud page. This guy showed me 900 million phone calls, and I see myself in there. I see people I know. I see Donald Trump in there a zillion times, and Bloomberg is in there. Blixith said on the tape, referring to information that Montgomery allegedly showed him. He's a very genius computer guy, Blixith said of Montgomery. What they did is they were actually working for the CIA, and they mask it as, I'm sure you'll remember this, the contracts with the CIA, of which I had many copies, said that they were decoding Al Jazeera television, said that there was the broadcast embedded. Remember that? Owned by who? Al Gore. Al Gore got part of it. He's got part of it now. But it was all bullcrap. That was bullcrap. That was a front by the CIA. And this guy, Montgomery, worked for Brennan and Clapper. Those were the two guys running it, Timothy Blixith told Arpaio and Zullo on the tape. He started out in 2004 with another partner in Reno, Nevada called E-Trepid. They collected about $40 million from the CIA, top security clearance, all kinds of letters. In 2006, they started a new company that, he says, my ex-wife owns. And this is the quote, by the way, this is the quote. And they started doing the same business for the government. What it really turns out they were doing is they were hacking into all of America. Big League Politics called the listed number for E-Trepid Technologies, but we're told that Montgomery no longer works there. Quote, that company closed down years ago, sir, a representative said of E-Trepid Technologies. When asked what the company is called now, the representative said, I'm sorry, I can't discuss any more with you. Blixith claimed in his conversation with Zullo and Arpaio that Brennan and Clapper were running the operation. Everything they said they did not do, that Brennan said recently, mainly Clapper, it's all bullcrap, and I've got it right here, Blixith said. So you think Trump just took away their security clearances, both of those guys, so that they couldn't get jobs in the public sector after they leave, because having a security clearance, you can get highly, highly paid jobs in the public sector, defense companies especially. And he took their security clearance away. So I did a video not too long ago talking about that. I'm like, hey, good, great. But I did not know what I just read you today as a massive bonus. Those effing criminals, Brennan and Clapper. Over the explosive tapes, Blixith walks Arpaio and Zullo through the details of the program on a computer screen. At one point, the three begin pulling up specific names of targeted individuals. You know who that guy is? That's the head of the FISA court they hacked into, Reggie Walton, Blixith tells the investigators. John Roberts, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, was hacked, Blixith tells Arpaio and Zullo. Insiders have always been skeptical of Roberts' motives for siding with President Obama on the 2012 Obamacare case. While there's still no available evidence that Roberts was blackmailed, the allegation that he was hacked by Obama administration officials provides some more context into the justice's controversial career. Oh my God, this is making so much sense. I told you the other day I was driving to Tennessee with my boss when we heard the breaking news. The final Supreme, it was a 5-4 ruling, and he came and ruled and all that crap. Remember that? And he was the one. It was Justice Roberts. When you spy on somebody's personal life, and it doesn't have to be something major. Maybe the guy was cheating on his wife, or she was cheating on him, or they had a very personal conversation over the telephone, and now they've got effing records because they spied. And they send you a little letter. Hey, asshole judge, Supreme Court, we've got everything on you. And they send a simple typed out transcript, print it out, and they hand it to them. We have your whole life. Every little private detail you've got, we've got it. We hope Obamacare passes. Have a nice day. That's the kind of shit that they do. Did you catch where he said 900 million phone calls? And now you know why the NSA, they don't want to get a wiretap permit or FISA court, okay, to go start wiretapping your phone. No, they're recording everything all the time. Every phone call you make, every conversation you have, everywhere you go on the internet, they're recording everything. And then they go to the FISA court 10 years from now, get a warrant, and then they can go back and look at every single thing you've done your entire life. But if that system is abused, they just go tap into it anyways. We use a third party, like they always do, so the government can't get in trouble. We use a third party contractor, super duper top secret clearance, approved. You guys going to work this for us? And then that company will do it. And they're getting paid millions of dollars, so they'll do it. And then if anyone gets in trouble, it's the company. It's not Brennan. It's not Clapper. It's not the federal government. It's not Obama and them. Hey, this third party did that. We don't know why they were doing that. Except they were providing the information to the deep state. So now they're all involved. Again, I hope this leads to the entire NSA system being destroyed. In a slight change to our Constitution. So when you change the Constitution, you have to have a constitutional convention take place within our government, which is like massive supermajority, to make a change to the Constitution. And there needs to be something in there now that we have technology that we didn't have back in the old days about spying and the Fourth and Fifth Amendments or whatever. Right to travel free without being bothered with your papers. That also includes logging my life in advance and then spying on me, of course, too. So you can already be guaranteed that every conspiracy theorist, anyone that ever called 9/11 an inside job or the shooting stuff, anybody that, and I include myself, wonder if O.J. Simpson's phone number's in there on that guy's list, that on this whatever whistleblower website. All these guys on YouTube exposing the deep state, spy on them, get everything. Except like Trump, there's nothing, there's no private conversation you're going to pull up on me. That, oh no, I'll shut my YouTube channel down. They heard me, yelling at my wife for yelling at me about not paying the house off. Right? Right, Evelyn? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Anyways, when we get to hear the detail of what these criminals have done, do you recall Q saying these people won't be able to walk the streets at some point? They're not going to be able to walk the streets. I believe that mostly was when we were talking about the pedophile stuff and the child trafficking. But I would find it hard pressed to see somebody like Clapper and Brennan walking the streets if we all find out that those guys illegally contracted these third-party companies to spy on the whole effing world, especially us Americans, everybody, Supreme Court justices, senators, the president. Oh my God. Those guys, I'm telling you, everybody, they're going down. It's actually going to happen. It is going to happen. I never thought in a million years I'd be saying these kind of words to you. Guys, don't look at it. No one's going to jail. They're not going to... Q, please tell us what was on the card at the funeral. What was on that card that those former presidents looked at that made their faces disgusted and mad and sad and angry, everything? Oh, that was our retaliation for them. We said allow us to counter them hosting the Bush funeral on the day. There's supposed to be a bunch of hearings in Congress about the Hillary Clinton Foundation, all that stuff. And he said, "Oh, that was our counter move." What was on the envelope? Oh, that was our counter. Couldn't you just say what it was, though? Anyways, take care.